Another day here working in the living room area. I wanted to highlight my big gash on my head that I did to myself last night. I am definitely accident prone, and this is not the first head injury that I've gotten. I walked into the container door in the dark last night. I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital, to be honest with you, because it was bleeding so good. Plus, I almost knocked myself out, but luckily, all better. Yesterday, I did start on the framing on this wall, but didn't get too far. But I did accomplish a bunch out here.
My name is Michael LADDEN. After visiting over 120 countries on 5 continents, I made the bold decision to sell all of my possessions and become a full-time nomad more than 4 years ago. Currently, I am traveling in my self-built ex-Army overland expedition truck, complete with a KTM motorbike, bicycles, kayak, a Onewheel, and all the essentials needed to explore this incredible planet we call home. Join me as I share my adventures and stories from around the world.
As you can see, I had leftover grass, and I had this wood, which I'm going to pan down here and show you. But what I put in here is a sort of, I'm going to call an outside deck here on my bar area. And it came out pretty darn good. The nice feature about it is it sort of doesn't have a lip. So although it looks like it's flat on the ground, it is not. But I built up around the edges so I could lay the grass down. And it came out pretty sturdy. It's 4x12, and it provides a nice area here to put the bar stools on. But once again, using a lot of leftover material. So that's kind of the theme here of doing some of the work that I've been doing, is kind of getting a chance to just go through my storage container section over here and just seeing what I've got and using it up. I will tell you, I've been asked, how is it acquiring things here in Mexico? And I just actually got back from a run to town to get a little hardware because I've got to hang a sunshade up over there. And it's kind of like grocery shopping here. When you need something, you kind of have to go to 2 or 3 stores to get all of the things that you need. It seems like nobody has everything that you need, or they've sold out and they keep very little inventory. Today, I'm going to finish the wall behind me here, and that will kind of enclose the central area here. I'm going to get to the casita later. Plan is kind of to put a bed, a desk, clothes hanging area, maybe some bookcase shelving or whatnot. And I may live in that during the hotter months if I'm down here, because it'll be a better area to air condition than my truck. I think I can insulate it better anyways. So we'll see, but that's the kind of the plan, and it's certainly gonna be a guest bedroom, etc. But for now, I'm gonna wrap up that wall, which is kind of finalizes this middle section here, other than obviously putting up shelves and whatnot like that. And then the next big project is really going to be, which I really hate, is going to be painting it all, painting and polying the bar top here, and painting the walls, and then really painting the exterior of the container as well. So that's probably going to be consuming my next couple of weeks. All right, I've been working on some paint for the last couple days. Hasn't been super exciting to video, so I'm gonna catch you guys up on what's going on. I've got two colors. Switching the container color here to this sort of orange color, which is very reminiscent of the stripe that's on the side of my truck over there. And I've basically been painting and trimming it with this sort of container color. Let's just call it that. It's that reddish orange, rusty color. Chana chose those colors to be bright in the middle here of this living section, and trying to make it as similar to the original container color as possible to make it easier to paint. Hasn't been too bad, although I gotta tell you, I've been doing it for like 3 days now, and the fumes are pretty brutal. I don't know what the chemicals they use in the paint down here, but it's some serious stuff. However, it does cover pretty well. So you can kind of see that is what's happening. And then I'm also been polyurethaning the sort of that little deck that I built in the front there and the bar top. And that's what is happening in there. If I take a step inside the container, you can see that's what's going on here. Just more work on the bar. I've got the, I'll call them the storm shutters are up and painted. And I've got the hardware installed for those, which is the same cable I used to put the sunshades up there at. And so that's kind of like the stainless steel cabling holding up the storm shutters. And if I step this way, you can kind of maybe get a better view of them. So that's all I've been working on. It's been sort of like a week of just doing that kind of work. So not seemingly a ton of progress, but it's coming together pretty good. Now, the other thing I'm working on, and I'm going to turn the camera around the other direction, is we've had a couple dinners here on the, as you can see, there's the table and chairs over there, over here, and that turned out to be not so good because it's not very level. So I've come up with a solution, I think. I just came back from the local hardware store, the Romex, and ordered a bunch of concrete blocks. I'm going to level this. I want to walk up here. I'll walk up here towards the turtle. He's probably in taking an afternoon nap. Anyways, you can kind of see I've dug out, I pulled back the plastic and the pea stone, and I'm digging out the dirt. And I'm hoping what I'm going to do is move the dirt from this top side over here more towards the bottom side and the lower side in that direction, and get it leveled, wet it all down, and then put the plastic back over it and put a very thin layer of pea stone on it. And that's the plan to get the table. So this whole area here, the square, is sort of for the table and chairs, and then hopefully that'll be more stable. It was really a pain in the butt sitting here with, you know, a foot of pea stone with your chairs sinking in, and it wasn't very level. So that's the project I'm working on here. Just waiting for the delivery truck to show up there on the road with my blocks. Cinder blocks came in, so I'm laying them around here, and you can kind of see I'm doing my best to leveling, but I'm not like gonna be super particular about it. As long as it gets pretty close, I'm okay with that. I'm gonna backfill it on both sides with pea stone to hold it in place better. You know, I was gonna do rocks, and I came up with a couple other ideas, possibly doing a wood decking underneath, and we'll see, maybe in the future I might, but at less than $1 a cinder block, it's super cheap to just sort of get all these blocks. It's heavy work because they're super heavy. I just unloaded the truck, 66 blocks I think in total for a couple projects that I'm doing. So the delivery trucks I will add down here in Mexico, they show up with all the stuff on the truck. They don't have any way of unloading it other than manpower, so that's what we do.
I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon supporters. And did you know you can join for as low as $5 a month for exclusive behind the scenes Drive the Globe content? Thanks for joining me today. I really hope that you liked this video. And if you did, give a big thumbs up. Please subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next video.